Hey guys, FigurDX here. So yeah, I'm here with a deck profile, and today's deck profile is gonna be Aquaforce. So yeah, for Aquaforce, this deck profile will be a Tetra Drive Dragon deck profile. So yeah, I've been playtesting with this deck for quite some time, and it's extremely fun to play. But yeah, the conditions are kind of hard to get off. But nonetheless, it's still a really good deck. So yeah, let's get to the profile. So as you saw just now, starter would be Eric, grade 3 searcher. Usually in decks that that run break rights, I tend to like to play the grade 3 searcher. If there's no specific card that helps the deck in any way, I would really usually like to play the grade 3 searcher. Because out of the 8 grade 3s, all 8 of them are useful. So except for Tetra, if you get more than one of him in your hand, it's probably not that great of a thing, but he's still really useful. Because this deck relies on the skill of Tetra Drive, break riding over Transcore. So yeah, in order to get these cards in your hand, it's essential to have at least a 2-box option for your grade 3s. So that's why I play this. So next up, for the grade 3s, I play 3 Tetra Drive Dragons. So Tetra Drive Dragon is a really good card, in my opinion. Its skill is Limit Break 4. When this unit attacks second, he gets the skill Counter Blast 2. When one of your rear guard attacks for the 4th turn, you may Counter Blast 2, discard 2 cards from your hand, and stand this unit. So basically, you need to be able to get off more than 4 attacks. Yeah, you need to be able to get off 3 rear guard attacks in that turn in order to use his skill. So it might be kind of hard, but the support cards in this deck should help it out quite a bit. So yeah, his second skill is Counter Blast 1. It gets plus 2k. Normally nobody uses it, but if you do have to hit the cross rights, it's kind of essential, I guess. So yeah, Counter Blast 1 plus 2k. But this is second skill. So yeah, I played 3 Tetra Drives because its cost is pretty high. So as long as you get, and it doesn't have any special abilities other than the Vanguard, so 3 should be quite fine. Yeah. Next I play 3 Transcore Dragons. I would bump this up to 4, but I can't really find a 4th one. Still 3's been working out pretty fine for me. My grade 3 searchers do find it out quite some occasionally. Yep, so most of the time I do get my Transcore. Transcore Dragon is kind of the key card in the deck other than Tetra Drive. Its skill is Limit Break 4. When an Aquaforce Vanguard rides on top of it, the Vanguard gets plus 10k, and it gets the skill yeah, when this unit attacks. So when the Vanguard attacks, your opponent has to drop a card. If not, Tetra Drive is unguardable for that turn, and gets unguardable for the battle and gets 1 and plus 1 crit. So yeah, if you do not drop a card from the attack, you are almost probably screwed, I would say. So yeah, Tetra Drive is high pressure. Transcore is high pressure. So while combined with Tetra Drive, it's pretty good because instead of just dropping once, you can drop your opponent's hand twice, and you'll be at plus 10k more power. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good chain with Transcore. So yeah. Okay, my remaining 2 grade 3s would be 2 Benedicts. I've always liked this card, as in the skill of this card. I believe that it gives up more options than the Diamantes and Basios yeah, those kind of cards. So I prefer running these guys, those that restand and minus 5k. So yeah, it's pretty important to have a lot of boosters in this deck. So yeah, I do have quite a few. So yeah, 2 Benedicts. Next up for grade 2s, I play for my flippers. Flippers as in not really flippers because I don't play Basios anymore. For my extra attackers, yeah, I play 3 Tidal Assault. So Tidal Assault is basically the grade 2 version of Benedict. Skill is the same. When this unit attacks, you can stand it again by minus 5k. So yeah, I play 2 of these. Basios, I've actually play tested with them. Basios aren't too bad actually, but I don't really like the thinking of because usually when this unit attacks, you can bring something in front. In order not to waste Basios attack, usually it has to be a grade 1 behind it boosted. So when it attacks with a grade 1, the grade 1 moves in front, which makes it a prime target for, you know, a lot of your opponent's cards. So I don't really like that, but still Basio still works. I guess if you guys do have it, you can give it a try. Next up for grade 2s, I play 2 Valeria. So I like Valeria because she provides additional pressure on top of Tetra Drive. I like to play Aquaforce because of the amount of attacks and the amount of cards that can exert pressure, so Valeria is one of them. Yeah, so 2 of her. Okay, her skill is when this unit attacks 4th and the attack hits the Vanguard, you may discard one of your opponent's, destroy one of your opponent's rear guards. So yeah, pretty high pressure. Next up will also be another of the pressure cards, 2 Argos. So Argos has about the same skill as Valeria. When it's the 4th attack or more, and this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may draw a card. So both are not cards that your opponent wants to take. So yeah, chain behind cards like, I think all my boosters in this deck are 7k, so it becomes a 16k. So it's like it's a 10k block without triggers. So yeah, usually it's pretty good in this deck because of a certain card called Real Assault. I'll show it to you guys later. But yeah, it helps to get these guys to their highest possible number. Next up we have 3 12k attackers. Basically he is when you have less than 2 rested rear guards, so if all your rear guards are standing other than this guy and his booster, or this guy and another card, he gets plus 3k, so it's a 12k attacker then. So yep, attack with it first, that's all you have to do. Okay, that's it for my grade 2s. For my grade 1s, firstly 4 negates. If you don't play negates now, it's kind of sad, because, you know, with everything that's going around, negates are essential. Moving on, your ideal right target, 3 8k vanillas, ideal right target, good boosters, so yeah, 3 of these guys. I actually played 4, but decided to make space for another card, so yeah, 3. Next up would be an important card in this deck, so 3 Real Assault. His skill is really cool. His skill is Color Blast 1. When this unit, after the battle that this unit boosted in Aquaforce, you may Color Blast 1 and switch the position of 2 units. So yeah, I'll explain what it does later, but it's really essential in the deck. So yeah. Next up we have 2 Dorotheas, just for, you know, to boost the Vanguard. Since Tetra Drive is already it's pretty good, you know, to have Tetra Drive highly boosted. So if your opponent doesn't have a negate, it's pretty you know, he's pretty much done for. So yeah, I like to play Dorotheus. And lastly, I play 3 10k attackers. So he has the same skill as the 12k attacker. So when this unit attacks first, it gets plus 3k. So yeah, why I play this guy is because this deck doesn't really have that much attackers, because I like to leave space for the 4 of them, Algos and Valeria. So I play 3 of these 10ks. Okay, now on to the trigger lineup. My trigger lineup is a bit unique. I don't think anybody plays like this. So I have 4 crits. Crits are useful, especially when you can put it onto your Vanguard and pressure your opponent. So since it stands again. Next would be 4 stands. I particularly play stands because of these 4 people, and mainly because Wheel Assault exists now. So with these stands, when your opponent thinks that your attacks are over and you somehow manage to get a stand trigger, these guys are instantly important again in a way, and your opponent might not be able to guard without risking too much from his hand. So stand triggers are a bit of a unique offense, I would say. So yeah, I like playing them. Next would be 4 draws. These draw triggers are pretty good because of its skill. His skill is put this unit to soul and choose one unit to get plus 3k too. This makes all of your grade 2s instant 12k attackers, other than this guy, which you most likely won't put this guy's skill to. So cards like Tidal Assault that 12ks will actually help it to attack on its own first before attacking boosted. So that will make that will actually help you to get more effective attacks off. So yeah, so it's pretty good. I like this guy a lot. Of course, and also Tetra Drive Dragon really relies on the field, so having draw triggers are pretty essential, I guess. So next, to finish it off, will be 4 heals. So yeah, I don't think a lot of people run rainbow triggers nowadays, but to me this is one of the most effective ways to play Tetra Drive. So yeah, I like to play it in this way. Okay, so now I'll show you guys kind of like the playstyle of the deck. Okay, so of course you start with Eric. In your grade 1 turn, of course it's best to call your Teal, move this guy here, possibly get a Dorothea behind if you can. Yep, so swing whatever, use whatever you have to use. Next turn, it is preferable to write either one of these, especially if you do have a good hand. Either one of these, they're going to pressure your opponent pretty high. So for example, let's write Valeria, and let's say you get a wait, give me a moment. Yeah, let's say you have a Tidal Assault here. Maybe Theo and this guy. So what this means is that as long as you're in your grade 2 state and you have kind of a full field, okay, let's not make it such a beautiful field. Let's say it's like that. So you call these 2 units and you write this. So let's say you have this field during your grade 2 phase. It's pretty good because you see this thing swings for 9, then it stands, gets minus 5, so it's a 4k. And imagine if your opponent is a 8k, which is the maximum grade 1 Vanguard. So you attack with this, which is another 8k, your opponent guards for another 5. Then you swing with this guy, your opponent guards for 5 as well. So that's his 3 attacks, and then your Vanguard swings for 19 to your opponent's 8k. So your opponent's probably gonna guard for 15 if he does want to guard. If he doesn't, you know, you get to retire your opponent's rear guard, so that's pretty good. So yep, that's kind of what you want in your second turn. So third turn, of course, well, for example, in your second turn, if you use this guy's skill, then sure, probably, you know, you'll be yeah, probably like that. So for a second turn, first, most likely you want to use your grade 3 structure if you don't have your transcore or Tetra. So yeah, first you write your transcore. Yeah, you'll probably, you know, call an Algos or something to maximize the impact. So your pressure increases immediately since this guy enters the field. So of course, in your turn you'll be swinging for 9 again. If it's wasted, I guess it's okay. Oh yeah, before you call your Algos, maybe you can do something like that if you do have it. Call the draw trigger, put it into your soul. Gets this guy gets +3, so he swings for 12, then you stand, so he -5, swings for 14, so yeah, it's pretty good. So it's a 5k 5k. Then your Vanguard attacks, so it's 23 because it's attacking a Vanguard and you are boosted by Dorothea. It's a third turn or more, so yes, 23, and then you'll be attacking for 16. So if you attack hits, you get to draw a card, so it's pretty high pressure. And yep, so now comes in Wheel Assault. So Wheel Assault, it's pretty interesting. Okay, let's say Dorothea wasn't here, it was a Wheel Assault. And let's say you ride into, yeah, let's say your field is pretty bad. Let's say Algos wasn't here, but another of these guys. So and you are in Tetra Drive form. Okay, let's say Tetra Drive was here and you're break ridden. So what yeah, this guy's gone. Let's say it's replaced by Valeria. Okay, so in this case you don't have any flippers other than Wheel Assault, which makes it pretty difficult. So probably you just, okay, for example, you swing like this, your first attack, your Vanguard attacks for the second one. Normally you won't swing this side first. Probably you swing with your 10k, and then you attack with this. Okay, maybe for the purpose of this, let's just put it in this way. So for your first attack, you swing like this. So in this case, right, because you have attacked, you have boosted Aqua Force. So that means when you say you counterblast 1, so you counterblast 1, and then you can switch the position of 2 guys. So for example, you can switch it in this way. So after your Vanguard attacks for second, it gets the skill, third time, fourth time, and then use the skill, so it's up and it attacks again. So this is like the worst case scenario, but as you can see, Wheel Assault does help to switch out any place on the field. As long as it's 2 units, it can switch their positions. So yep, that's pretty good. Yeah, so I think that Wheel Assault is a pretty good addition to the Aqua Force meta, or the playstyle of Aqua Force. So yep guys, thanks for watching my Tetra Drive deck profile. If you have any questions or anything, just ask me in the comments below. So thanks for watching guys, bye.